Will more compute save the world? Executive summary. The tech industry claims that massive AI compute, LIB Wysokospaniski Els, will solve global crises and drive GDP growth. They demand immense energy and land for data centers, often sacrificing environmental goals. However, existing compute power has not yet solved hunger or disease. Current investments are enormous, but profits remain low. We must moderate our expectations. AI is a useful tool, but it is not a cure-all. True progress requires human wisdom, not just more silicon. Article. The tech world has a new obsession. Silicon Valley leaders call it the gospel of compute. They believe that raw processing power will solve every human problem. To them, more chips equal more progress. They link the growth of our economy directly to the growth of digital calculation. If we build enough data centers, they promise a utopia. However, we must look closely at these claims. This vision costs billions of dollars. It requires massive amounts of land and energy. We should ask if this path truly leads to salvation. The promise of the tech giants. The tech bros argue that compute is the new oil. In the past, steam engines drove the Industrial Revolution. 1. Later, electricity changed how we live. Now these leaders claim artificial intelligence, AI, is the third great wave. They believe AI will automate all difficult tasks. They say it will discover new medicines in weeks rather than decades. They promise it will manage our energy grids perfectly. This group believes that gross domestic product, GDP, has stalled. They think human workers have reached their limit. To grow further, we need digital brains. They argue that silicon chips work faster than human neurons. Therefore, more chips must lead to more wealth. This logic sounds simple and appealing. It justifies the massive spending we see today. The reality of our current devices. We already live in a world filled with computers. Most people carry a powerful smartphone in their pocket. Our cars contain dozens of microchips. Even our refrigerators and watches have smart capabilities. We have hundreds of millions of connected devices across the globe. We already possess a staggering amount of compute power. Has this power fixed our biggest problems? We still face massive global challenges. Many people go to bed hungry every night. Homelessness remains a crisis in our wealthiest cities. Chronic diseases still take millions of lives. Our current level of computing has mostly changed how we entertain ourselves. It has changed how we shop and how we argue online. It has not yet solved the fundamental struggles of human existence. The shift to AI compute. Critics point out this lack of progress. The tech leaders have a ready answer. They claim we have the wrong kind of compute. They say mobile phone chips and laptop processors are not enough. We need specialized AI chips, like graphics processing units. These chips handle the complex math required for machine learning. The goal has shifted. Now the mission is to build compute clusters the size of small cities. They want to cover the planet with data centers. They need huge amounts of water to cool the machines. They need massive power plants to keep them running. They believe that once we reach a certain scale, the miracle will happen. This is often called scaling laws. It is the belief that bigger models always result in smarter AI. The cost of the vision. This vision demands total sacrifice. Tech companies are buying up all available electricity. Some are even reopening old nuclear power plants. They argue that the environment can wait. They believe I will eventually invent a way to clean the planet. Therefore, we should burn more carbon now to get to the solution faster. This logic feels like a gamble. We are trading real-world resources for a digital hope. We are prioritizing chips over conservation. We are spending money on servers instead of schools or hospitals. The scale of this investment is hard to imagine. Companies are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on these data centers. Desperation and financial stakes. Why is the push so aggressive? We must look at the people behind the curtain. Many tech billionaires have tied their entire fortunes to this vision. Their stock prices depend on the AI hype. If the miracle does not happen, their wealth will vanish. This creates a sense of desperation. So far, the profits have not matched the spending. Companies spend billions on chips, but the AI tools often provide small gains. They might help a programmer write code faster. They might help a marketer write an email. These are helpful things. However, they are not world-saving events. The gap between the cost and the benefit is growing. This looks like a bubble that might eventually pop. A call for moderation. We need to moderate our expectations. Technology is a tool, not a god. AI is certainly an important invention. It will help us analyze data. It will help us automate boring tasks. It can even assist doctors with scans. These are good developments, but AI is not the only important thing. We still need farmers to grow food. We still need builders to create homes. We still need teachers to mentor children. A computer cannot hug a lonely person. A data center cannot replace a clean river. We cannot solve physical problems with digital math alone. We must balance our digital growth with our physical needs. The human element. Progress is not just about speed. It is about direction. If we build a super intelligent machine, what will we ask it to do? If we only use it to sell more ads, we have wasted our time. If we use it to create fake videos, we have made the world worse. Compute does not have a moral compass. Only humans can decide what matters. We should not let the tech industry dictate our future. We should ask for evidence before we sacrifice our resources. We have plenty of compute already. We should focus on using what we have to help people today. We do not need a miracle in the future. We need better choices in the present.